Today, we are going to tear down a huge universal myth about happiness. And in its place, we're going to build a powerful new truth. We're going to explore this idea that happiness isn't something you just stumble upon, it's something you have to consciously construct, brick by brick every single day. Let's get into it.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Are you waiting? Waiting for that next promotion, or for the perfect relationship to come along, or just for life to get a little bit easier before you finally let yourself feel happy? Well, this whole explainer is designed to challenge that entire way of thinking.
So our journey starts by facing what we're going to call the happiness myth. This is that passive, almost fairy tale idea that happiness is some external reward that life will just, hand to you if you're lucky enough.
Okay, so here's the breakdown, the real contrast. The myth tells us happiness is found, that it's all about luck, that it's some reward you get when everything in your life is perfect. But the truth is completely different. It says happiness is built through discipline. It's an internal choice you make. And maybe the most important part, it's not found in comfort, it's forged in difficulty.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, right? This is the core problem with playing the waiting game. If your happiness depends on the world around you becoming perfect, well, you're going to be waiting forever. The philosophy here is so clear. You have to shift from waiting for happiness to becoming it. So that leads us to this radical new foundation, this central idea that happiness is not an accident. It's not just some fleeting emotion. It's a rigorous daily discipline. It's a practice.
I mean, look at this. This completely redefines the word. Notice it's not about feeling good, it's a product. It's a product of your mindset, of your daily effort, of your vision for yourself. And it's something you earn when nobody's watching, in the quiet moments, in the struggle, in solitude.
And this really emphasizes that this approach, it requires a fight, an active one. See, the idea is that every single day you're presented with a choice. You can either let your circumstances dictate how you feel, or you can engage in the battle inside your own mind. It's an act of will, not just some passive wish. And there is zero room for complacency here. The choice is just that stark. Being passive isn't neutral, it's actually a form of breaking yourself down. The only other option is to actively build. Okay, this next part is really counterintuitive. I mean, we're all taught to avoid hardship, right? But what if adversity, what if difficulty is the very place where real, unshakable joy is actually created? Let's be real. Strength isn't built in comfort. This whole idea is adamant that joy isn't something that's just given to you. It's something you have to claim. This whole perspective requires you to command your mind to find purpose, especially when things get hard. I absolutely love this metaphor. Adversity is a workout for your soul. Every challenge is like a weight, and you've got a choice. You either lift it and get stronger, or you let it crush you. There is no third option. And inside that spiritual gym, two paths open up. You have the weak response, complaint, blame, retreat, asking why me. But then you have the strong response, finding purpose in the pain, turning that loss into fuel, and focusing on growth. This all comes down to one powerful mindset shift. The problems in your life, they aren't interruptions on your path to happiness. In this view, they are the path. They are the raw material that you use to build your strength and ultimately your joy. Okay, so we've talked about the philosophy, but how do you actually do this? Let's get practical and look at the blueprint for taking command of your day and building that happiness from the ground up. The battle begins first thing in the morning. Before you even think about checking your phone, you check your mind. Number 1, rise with intention. Seize that first hour before the world gets its hands on you. 2, command your thoughts. Be the gatekeeper of your mind. And 3, choose your attitude. Set your own emotional temperature for the day. This totally reframes our relationship with our own feelings. The idea here is that your emotions don't get to be dictators running the show. No way. Instead, your disciplined mind gives the orders, and your emotions, like well-trained soldiers, follow that command. And this flips everything we've been taught completely upside down. We usually wait until we feel motivated to do something, but the secret here is that it's the consistent, disciplined action that actually generates the good feeling. Action has to come first. All right, so this brings us to the ultimate payoff of this whole process.
See, the goal isn't really to find some fleeting feeling called happiness. The real goal is a complete transformation of who you are.
The end game here is resilience. It's about building an inner foundation so solid that no external storm can knock you over. The objective isn't a temporary good mood. It's a permanent state of being centered, strong, and unshakable.
And that right there is the beautiful paradox of it all. After all the discipline, all the inner battles, all the building, you'll wake up one day and realize the chase is over. You won't have found happiness. You will have embodied it. It'll just be a part of who you are.
So we have to end where it all begins, with you. This whole philosophy puts the power and the responsibility right in your hands. Happiness isn't found, it's built. You are the builder, and the only question left is, what will you build today?